Hello and welcome to the Nwins Motors YouTube channel, and quite possibly the Total Kitcar YouTube channel. We do a lot of things that we share, and this particular series is loosely related to the History File series that we've done in collaboration with TotalKitcar.com. Now, what Steve did with the history file was to look at marks and individual models from the kit cars past. But what I'm aiming to do with this series is to cover some of the cars that shone very, very brightly for a very, very short time, looked like something might happen, and then disappeared almost as soon as they arrived. If you like, the nearlies, the wannabes, the possibles, the ones that maybe deserved a little bit more, or the ones that you're in no doubt as soon as you see them why they didn't go any further. But we'll call these one-hit wonders, or as I call them, these are the Kitcar shorts. Hello and welcome to the latest Kitcar shorts, and this one is so cute it almost makes my heart ache. And if I sound a little bit what's the word, sentimental, then you're absolutely right, because this car, and in particular this magazine cover, which I think off the top of my head without the magazine in front of me was the March 1983 issue of Peter Philby's Kitcar, and you can tell it's a Philby feature. Look at the fantastic photography. That is just one Peter Philby definite. He used to come up with some absolutely fantastic magazine covers, and this is one of the ones that, well, this was the first Kitcar magazine I bought, my introduction to the Kitcar industry, and what a lovely little car the Kilo Sports was. And it was unusual, even at the time, for being based on the Morris Minor. Now, it wasn't the only Morris Minor based kit car. There's been a few. The Griffin from the 1960s and 70s used Moggy running gear, and the original Jago Jeep was in fact Morris Minor based. I think the first O&C Sprint, Steve Hole will probably correct me if I'm wrong, was Morris Minor based. And of course, any Marina based car had the front suspension basically from the Morris Minor anyway, as it was, you know, carried over in a modified form for the Marina. But anyway, going back to the Kilo Sports, it was manufactured in Cornwall, and it was designed by a gentleman called David Stiff, and it was also built by a Morris Minor specialist, still well known today, the Thousand Workshop, who actually more recently have been reviving Morris Minors, you know, rebuilding them as rebuilt as new cars, and it was just a lovely little thing. Very lightweight. I think it was 595 kilos, and they largely sold around the Cornwall area. The vehicle had a ladder frame chassis to which you bolted the the Minor running gear, and the bodywork was largely GRP. It was very square, much like the Tempest that was based on the Reliant Kitten some years later. But these had the Morris A-Series 198cc engine, and basically that, you know, that would, given the weight of the car, it moved along quite briskly. It's 595 kilos, and I think there are still 3 that are still in existence. Absolutely lovely little thing, and it didn't last for very long. I think they only produced them for a couple of years, maybe 4 at the most. But what a lovely, lovely little thing, and this is what the kit car industry is all about. It isn't about chasing the numbers, it's about making a lovely little, well, sometimes it is, obviously, but it's about following your passion. Quite often cars were designed by people for themselves, and a few mates said, after a few beers, why don't you put it into production? And this is how a lot of these things happen. And the Kilo Sports, well, I think it was just a lovely little thing and a very worthy addition to the kit car industry. I think I've only ever seen one in the flesh, but what a lovely thing. And this is what the kit car industry was all about. It isn't all Lotus 7s and Cobras. There's been quite a variety of cars over the years, and it would be lovely to get back to that. Anyway, if you've got a car that you think we'd be interested in, or we haven't mentioned, or whatever, drop me an email or leave a comment in the comments below. But drop me an email if you've got a car with some photographs to enwinseats@gmail.com, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, we're very close to 1,000 subscribers, if not, very, very, very just over the 1,000 mark. So please, why don't you click on the bell? Find out when there's some more videos coming by clicking on all, and we will, we keep going every week. There's a new video comes out, something interesting, whether it's kit car, specialist car manufacturers, and there's some very nice stuff coming down the line. I know, because I've made it. So, and also whilst you're here, click on the thumbs up and tell your mates. We welcome all here. Look forward to hearing from you. Take care, one and all. See you next time.